Jimmy, you're a fourth-generation cowboy.
Yes, I am.
How exactly did your family come to the island?
Well, actually, my father's Portuguese, French, Hawaiian. And actually, the Portuguese side of the family that started to work for King Kamehameha at the time of his reign over this ranch.
How exactly did ranching start on the island?
Well, actually, it started back in 1793 when a British sea captain by the name of George Vancouver landed on the island of Hawaii and presented to King Kamehameha the Great 8 head of cattle. And from that 8 head, it actually bred and became huge in numbers. We learn our traditional cowboys from the Mexican, Indian, Spanish vaqueros. But most of our old bridles and saddle are all carbon copies from the Mexican cowboys. But this is more of the type of saddle that our ancestors used, except this is not it. This is just a carbon copy of them.
So I'd be able to sit on it.
You bet.
Do you mind if I go for... Herding cattle and trying to stay on a mechanical bull. Well, I was ready to give up. Jimmy was not. So do you think you'll be doing this until you retire?
What would I do if I retired? I'd probably get back on a horse and ride out in the range and help the boys with the cattle and do everything I did on the ranch anyway. So I don't think I'm ready to retire, and I'm not looking forward to retirement.
So you'll just ride on out into the sunset.
That's right. Let the sun set and
About this place?
Sure, be glad to. It is, as you say, a beautiful valley. This is where I was born and raised.
I noticed there's a beautiful waterfall.
That's called Moa'ula, and that's a very sacred waterfalls because of the legendary god, the Mo'o.
And what's the legend behind the waterfall?
The legend tells about before you go swimming, you got to get permission from the god. They take a branch of the tea leaf, break it, and tie a stone to the bottom of it. And legend says you put the tea plant into there. And if it floats as it goes around the circle into that pool without sinking, permission is granted to swim. But if it sinks, it's a no-no. And if you break that couple, legend says anything can happen.
Did you swim in that waterfall when you were growing up?
Yes, many times. And when I first learned about the legend and how actually to do all these kind of ritual things with my grandfather, when we put the tea leaf in there, it actually sank. And as a little boy, I couldn't understand it, but it did hurt my feelings when my grandfather said, "Oh, I'm sorry, you can't swim. Permission is not granted." But as a young boy, I cried because I wanted to go swimming, but I had to respect that.
Do you pass the stories and legends on to your own children?
Yes, I do. Not only to my own children, but to many of the young children that are here on the island of Molokai. They need to know these things, yeah? Because a lot of these things are getting lost because our children are so bombarded with different things from the outside, and if nobody trained them about their culture, it would be lost.
Can you show me a farewell greeting?
I can give you one.
Okay.
E hea e na ho aloha. Mahalo na malahini e mai I ka aina o halawa. Hu me ke aloha mai ka na au. Mai ka aina o halawa. Aloha e. Aloha e.
That was such a beautiful chant. I'll certainly take that with me as I leave the island.